Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this makeup look right here. I'm using my Capsule makeup products, so like my go-to everyday products that I use. They're so versatile and blendable, so you can do so many different looks with just these 8 products. If you want to see how I got this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna get started. I've done all of my skincare and everything. So I'm starting with Candlelight ShadowSense for my concealer. I'm just going to put that under my eyes and on any blemishes. And then blend that in. I will also carry this onto my lid as an eyeshadow base. Because it'll take out any of the blue pigments or anything like that, because it is a little peachy. Okay, so that was Candlelight. Then I'll go in with my Creme Beige foundation. This is the original. You could do this step with any of them, so the anti-aging or the color correcting tinted moisturizer, whatever you use for foundation will work. So I'm just going to pat that onto my skin. I use the original because I have normal to oily skin, so the anti-aging is too much moisture for my skin. And honestly, I have never tried the color correcting tinted moisturizer because I love our foundation so much. But I have people that's all they use is a color correcting tinted moisturizer because it is so easy. It gives you such great coverage, but it's super simple, especially if you're like you know, if you work outside or are on the go. Like, it's a really easy 5-minute makeup face product. So I pat that in. The great thing about these foundations too is that they are two things. One, they're buildable, so if you feel like you need more coverage or want more coverage, you just have to add another layer. Super easy. And the second great thing is they actually color correct up to 3 shades. So if you are if you get tan in the summer or pale in the winter, you can actually use the same shade because it's going to fluctuate with your skin tone. Okay, so next I'm going to use Snow ShadowSense to highlight under my eyes. So do that in a little V formation, and then I'm going to mix a tiny bit of Candlelight to kind of not give it such a white color. So the V is specifically to draw light to your eye, which is what we are after. And I will carry this into my inner corner right here. That way it adds a bright spot there. Especially because I, like my everyday makeup, I just put a little bit of color on the outside of my lid. So that kind of gives me a bright spot there, and I don't have to worry about doing a whole lot of makeup. So just blend, 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 blend. You can see that that V formation attracts light to your eye, which is the whole purpose of highlighting under your eye. Okay, now that I have something in my eyeball, let's see. Got it. Okay, moving moving on. Now I'm going to do blush. So I'm going to use Pink Posey for my blush. I was using something brighter and I switched when I had a little bit of a tan, and I actually really like this because this color kind of has a touch of brown to it, so it actually is going to kind of bronze up my face as well. So I'm just going to put that all over my cheeks and carry it up like you would a bronzer. Okay, so you took all the color out of your face, so we just put color back into our face. I think blush is so important because it adds that color back to your face. Unless you have really pink cheeks like my mom, she doesn't have to do blush because her cheeks are already pink, and they don't go away unless she puts on, like, you know, like a very full coverage foundation, which she doesn't normally do, so she doesn't have to do blush. I have to do blush. I cover up all of my color and I need to bring it back. Okay, next I'm going to do brows, and I use Rustic Brown ShadowSense for my brows. I just tap it off with a little angle brush and apply it into my brow. I love using the ShadowSense for my brow for a couple of reasons. One, I have blonde eyebrows, and so they kind of start to disappear towards the end. So with the ShadowSense, I can actually create my own shape. We do have a brow, like a liquid brow filler gel situation, and I used it and I loved it, but I feel like for me, especially since I'm having to kind of create my own shape instead of just filling in, the ShadowSense works better. It's easier to work with in that respect. Also, it gives me another color to use in my eyes, or or for my eyes, or as an eyeliner, and keeping to the 4 eyeshadows and a blush, or eyeshadows and a foundation. So it's just makes my life super easy. And I honestly do not take very much time on my eyebrows. I'm just here to give them a little bit of definition. I can hear the dogs making noises. Little bit of definition and some color. So easy peasy. Again, I will say your brows are not supposed to be twins. Right? Ain't nobody got time to make your brows twins. They're sisters, sometimes distant cousins that hang out on your face. Okay, so now that our face is done, my usual like go-to everyday makeup with these products is to apply Pink Posey to my outer corners, since we kind of already brightened our inner corners of our lids with the highlight that we did. So I will just tap a little bit of this off onto a brush and add some color to my outer corner / lid region, just to give my lid a little color and some definition. And I'll carry this without adding any product to the brush under my eyes. because I am definitely not an everyday eyeliner wearer. Okay, so that is done. I'm going to move on to eyelashes. Lash Primer is a must. I love this product. It is so amazing. It's not crunchy. It doesn't make your eyes feel like you have a ton of product on them, but it lengthens your eyelashes like at the time you're using it. Like you can see the difference in my eyelashes. But it also has an ingredient called Capsule in it, which as do our other mascaras. But Capsule is going to actually grow your eyelashes in the long term. So with continued use, your eyelashes will grow. But this allows them to lengthen right now. So for my capsule products, I like to have a, I'm gonna let this dry, so I'm gonna tell you about my lips. I like to have a colored gloss because a lot of times in the spring and summer, it's just easier to throw on a colored gloss instead of having to do lip sense. The lip sense is great though, especially if you're going to be out in the sun for a long time. So even if all you do is put on some of our daytime moisturizer or some color correcting tinted moisturizer and throw on some lip sense, because the lip sense color actually has a mechanical shield in it that is going to protect you from sun damage on your lips, which is the worst. But for an everyday, super simple look, I can throw on a gloss, a colored gloss that gives me a little bit of color, but nothing too much. And I can just reapply it easily throughout the day. So one of my favorites right now is actually the Papaya. It is limited edition, but it is beautiful. Some of our others, let me show you a couple of really good, like colored glosses. So Bougainvillea is another of our colored glosses, and it is one of the most pigmented. I think these two are definitely the most pigmented. Beautiful. Bougainvillea was my go-to before Papaya came out, and so I've been loving Papaya. And then another is Orchid. It's going to just give you a little bit of kind of iridescent-y, is that the right word? Color to your lips. Some of the others are Rose, Sand, Pearl. Those are beautiful colors to wear just by themselves because they're just going to give you a little bit without doing a whole, without adding a whole lot of color and steps. Does that make sense? Okay, now that our lash primer is dry, I'm going to go in with mascara. So I actually use both the VolumeIntense regular mascara and the waterproof. Here's why. So they have different wands. So like this is the wand for the regular, and it actually I like the way it applies the mascara to my eyelashes. So this is where I will take like the time to make sure all of my eyelashes are coated. There's a hair. Holy moly. Okay, it's attached to my head somewhere. There it is. Okay, so I will, the regular mascara is going to lengthen your lashes, so the wand is specifically to lengthen and lift, if that makes sense to everyone. If not, definitely just shoot me a question because I will send you more info. So I use the regular mascara for that. Then I'll go in with the waterproof in a minute to add like fullness because the brush is different. So it actually adds fullness to my lashes and thickens, like makes them look thicker. And this mascara is almost gone, so I am like using every last bit of it. Okay, so I'll go in with the waterproof, and this is the waterproof wand. So it's like bigger and fatter, so it's going to give you a fuller lash look. That hair's back. So you can, like, I can tell the difference looking in this mirror that it's done to my eyes. I just like the way this makes my eyelashes look finished. Plus, even though I have applied 3 different layers to my eyelashes, I do not feel ever throughout the day like they're crunchy or flaky or anything like that. I don't end up with flakes anywhere ever. I also use the waterproof on my bottom lashes because they're really long and they touch my face, so I have to be careful about what I put on them. That way they don't end up giving me like a raccoon eye. But since this is waterproof, I can put it on and it's not going to leave any, it's not going to ever do that all day long. So when I say it's not going to do that, I basically mean as long as you don't touch your face with it like I do every single time. Okay, now that I've touched my face, $20 times with it. Okay, that is my like everyday go-to face with my Capsule products, and I'm gonna put some Papaya on because I love it. I did not think I would, especially when it came in this bright orange tube. I was like, nope, not for me, especially because I'm not a super big like orange person. But I love that it just kind of enhances the pinkness in my lips and gives me a little bit of color. So we used a total of, and because I use 3 different mascaras, 4 eyeshadows, 3 mascaras, a gloss, and a foundation, and that's it. That's math hard, for 8 products. 8 products for a full face, super easy. Plus the great thing is they're super versatile, so you can actually blend them and create different colors with just those 4 eyeshadows. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see what videos I come up with next, and let me know if you have any questions or any ideas for future videos. I will see you here next time. Bye!